Hi, friends.
Hello. How are you enjoying your Comic Con?
I'm enjoying it immensely.
Good.
Is it your first?
It is my very first. I'm very excited, yeah, I'm just kind of taking it all in.
Have you gotten to walk the floor?
Yeah, yesterday, while I still have, because the show's gonna be such a hit, while I still have my anonymity, I have my hat down a little bit, just in case, and yeah, just like this the whole time. I know I have always like identified myself as like, you know, at least halfway to nerddom, but I've never felt so inadequate walking that floor. I was like, I don't know what half of this stuff is. What is that? That's cool. Well, I've never heard of that.
So can you tell us about Wynn's, I guess his starting point and his ending point at the pilot? Because I've seen the pilot.
Starting and ending point.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Wynn is a very excitable, energetic young man who's got a lot of stuff ahead of him, and you know, he's also sort of not so secretly in love with Kara. But that's okay. She doesn't like him back like that. But they're friends, and I think because he has that energy, and because her sister is so against her being that persona, she decides to tell him because she knows that he's going to be excited and supportive, and that's exactly what happens. He supports her. He's excited, and they begin to sort of create her superhero persona together. You know, and I think after a while that may sort of die down a little bit, and things will start to get a little bit more real, especially when real life consequences come into play. You know, when you start being a superhero, not everybody's going to be happy. You're going to make mistakes, and I think I think the first season is really going to be about how her decision to be a superhero affects all the people around her, positively or negatively, or both.
Now your character is destined to be a supervillain, or just
So I've heard from you guys. I mean, you know, my character shares the name with the infamous Toyman. We've seen various incarnations of, mostly in Superman, but also in Supergirl comic books. I would say how he is right now is very different from anything that we've ever sort of seen. So we're sort of creating our own specific original origin story. But I'm very excited to potentially see what drives this young, very good person into that sort of evil place. I mean, it takes a lot to turn someone into someone that would want to destroy somebody else. And he's nowhere with toys. I mean, what that seems like that has a psychological element to it as well. I will say, if you take a look at his desk, you may see a few sort of inklings of where that may have come from. But you know, I think it'll be a long journey, and a lot of crappy things are going to happen to him along the way, which I think will be really fun to explore as an actor. You know, for now he's young and excitable and really somebody that I can really relate to in energy-wise, and then he can sort of maybe transform that line. I don't know. We'll see.
Questions? Yeah.
All right, they're right behind your head.
Yeah, they're telling us to cut you off, but thank you so much.